Okay. So we're filming in the car again. I don't care how hard it. Fuck, my phone hurt. Okay, there we go. We've opened the car door. We are in the Jeep. Fucking stereo. Okay, just true. Okay, you're... Okay, me? Okay, yeah, that should work. Okay, now that I'm done being pretentious with the camera angles, then I should probably put this right there. Anyway. Now I'm done being pretentious with the camera angles. So, you might be wondering, Kai, why are we in the car again? Well, it's not because I'm about to commit a crime. No, it's, because another story time, which I've decided we tell story times in my mom's car. Yeah, it's a creative choice, anyway. Well, this story's gonna be, more complaining, really. Okay. So, more complaining this time. My favorite. This time about my cousin, which I'm gonna call him Kyle. You know why? Because I fucking hate the name Kyle. Okay, so quick backstory. Used to live with my grandmother, right? I used to too, actually. I think I mentioned this once in another vlog. I don't know. I've lost track. Like I was saying, used to live at my grandma's place with Kyle and his sister, which, actually, I think I'll probably get into that can of worms too. We're gonna call her, Samantha for the story. Do you wanna know why? Because I fucking hate the name Samantha. You might be noticing a trend with how I'm picking these names. Anyway, now the timeline's a bit hazy here, because, a lot of this happened when I was, like, 8 or 9, back before I was cruel and cynical. And also back when I was, like, back when I wasn't, like, aware of everything and, like, didn't understand half the things that I do now. So, I probably am gonna get things wrong, but, like, you're gonna understand the gist of it, okay, at least, I think. The way the household worked is that my grandma, great woman, okay, but, her views were a little outdated, I think. Because Samantha had to do most of the housework and that. Because, well, she was the female, which I think you see what I meant by, like, outdated views now. Or at least that's what my big sisters told me. That is. A lot of the early bits of the timeline are secondhand info, so take it with a grain of salt, but I don't really think my sister would lie. And Kyle, being the young man, they were like 15, 14 back then, barely did any work. I think you can see where shit starts to hit the fan. Samantha ends up with, okay, so Samantha's only really, given attention when she fucks up, right? And my grandma would be, a bit hard on her. So, Samantha naturally, probably doesn't have respect for grandma. B, develops a bit of attention-seeking habits, and is a dumbass teen. Which, oh yeah, I should also say that Samantha's, I think 1 or 2 years old, 1 year older than Kyle. Okay, so, now Kyle didn't really do much during this point of the timeline, though he will do a lot more later. He mostly just, from what I remember, he just kept to himself playing video games and that, which, kind of like me, but, well, actually, maybe on second thought, that comparison was a bit off, as we'll find out later. So Samantha got a boyfriend, which, you know, he thinks just a normal teenage relationship. You know, they get together, they do weird shit. I don't know, and then, like, they break up or something. You know, like, normal teenage relationship, right? No. Okay, so, in a nutshell, so Samantha was getting into drugs and shit like this. I think he may have introduced her to them, but I don't really know if he did, or if that was something she was already doing, which is very well a possibility in my town. There's a bit of a drug problem going around. Like, as in, you can easily find used needles in some neighborhoods. Though, I live in a better than average neighborhood, so, you know, not as bad as, like, some other places, but, yeah, big drug problem going around, has been for a while. So, what happens then is that, she starts doing the drugs, right? And that isn't really well, I mean, that is actually still a pretty bad part, because the health impacts, and because they're still fucking minors, which, the door keeps blowing in the window. Anyway, even worse part, okay, so they sent nudes to each other, which, obviously counts as a cheese pizza, per se. Is a YouTube-friendly way to say it. So they end up in juvie, I'm pretty sure, when the police found that shit, because, well, you know, fucking... So, my dad had to bail them out, which he did. Yeah, because back then, you could have really brushed us off as kids, being idiot kids, like... I know my best friend's ex-girlfriend did this once. So, you know, not super out of the ordinary, the whole sexting thing, but, like, still a pretty shit idea. Which is why I always go, like, don't do it. So, anyway. So after that, there's a bit of a saga, too, which, so my grandmother, naturally, thinks... Oh, jeez. That jump scared me over that. Anyway, naturally thinks, there's a bit of a problem going on here, that this stuff shouldn't be happening. So, you know, like any normal guardian would in the situations, like, Samantha, maybe you probably shouldn't date this guy, okay? He's getting a little fucking weird, okay? And bad news too, like, I don't know, the family background, it doesn't look good, okay? And, so she tries to break them up, and, he appears, like, outside my grandma's house for a few nights, I'm pretty sure, to, like, intimidate her and shit, which, my grandma was, like, a terminally ill woman, for fucking context. Like, actually, she needed a fucking respirator to breathe, okay? So, like, this guy's a sack of shit for that. Well, I mean, I should have said she needed a respirator to breathe since she's dead now, but anyway. So, you know, also because of this, Grandma was kind of a bit powerless to really do much. So, you know, Samantha just up and did whatever the fuck she wanted, because, well, she was a fucking prick. And, often, like, stole money from my grandma and shit. But my grandma got really disrespected. Okay? There was a lot of disrespect, which, you know, back during this time, I was, like, 7 and, like, occasionally heard my dad ranting about this, which, as a kid, I didn't understand what was going on, you know, and now I do, and, now I kinda wish I don't. I didn't, I don't know why I look behind me like that. So, a bit later, Samantha moves out of the house. I think this is when she's around 17, 18. Which is around 2023, I'm pretty sure, or early 2024. Actually, yes, 2023. Like I was saying, that's kind of the end of the Samantha saga for now. Well, I mean, it technically isn't the end of the saga. It's just like the end of my account of the saga, because, you know, it was going on away from me then. So Samantha moved up to Perth. To go see some family, right? This was kind of a bad idea. It was, because, the family member she wanted to go see, couldn't really even take care of herself, and, like, she already had kids to juggle, so, like, I get Grandma wanted to see, like, it was kind of just a bit of a tragic situation, so I'm pretty sure this is when the Grandma started to go a bit with age, so, you know, she didn't really know what she was doing. So, yeah, a bit depressing. It is, actually really fucking depressing. She took Kyle with her, because, he was still living with her. Thank God he didn't get with some druggy girlfriend and do some weird shit like sexting. Thank fuck. Because, I mean, if he did, I was about to crash out. Then me and my mom and dad, we go up to, the Perth, yeah, to see my grandma, because she kind of got a bit more ill. It kind of worsened, which, it was kind of expected, because, the family member she wanted to go see, doesn't really have the, doesn't really, know how to take care of the house, and, like, it's really messy, so, like, you know, I'm not really surprised that it wasn't good for Grandma's health to be there. So, you know, went to the hospital up in Perth, but we got her a phone so she could talk to us, I was 12 when this happened, so, like, I didn't exactly understand the weight of everything. In retrospect, yeah, so, a few months later, when my big sister's over, which me and her best friends, basically, well, actually, big half-sister, because I'm an only child, but, like, I have half-siblings up on the other side of the country, which I think I mentioned once. I don't think I actually mentioned that, I don't know, but, anyway, so, you know, I'm playing, SRB2, the Sonic fan game Sonic Robo Blast 2, which, by the way, you should try it. Let me just check the recording too. Let me just check thingy quick. Oh. 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 That. Oh, that. I just realized I had the camera upside down the whole goddamn time. I am an idiot sometimes. Thank God flipping exists in editing. Though, like I was saying, so, then we get the call that, she passed away, in her sleep. Thankfully, so, like, it wasn't drawn out or painful. Well, I mean, hopefully it wasn't painful, I don't know, I mean, I haven't experienced dying in my sleep, because, well, I'm here talking to this camera. Which, I mean, I guess I could go on, like, a tangent here about, like, because this is, like, the first time that, like, someone in, like, my immediate family died. Like, the first time someone I actually, like, knew a fair bit. So, I've always been a bit more on the stoic side, I think. Like, it takes a lot to get me to react, you know, everyone else was hysterical except Mom, and, I was, sitting there kind of stone-faced, because I guess it was still sinking into me, because, like I said, I didn't really have experience with it much, which, I still don't have much experience with it to this day. I don't, but, yeah, it was kind of weird, because it was just like, oh, she's gone, okay. And, like, I don't know, death is kind of weird, man. Like, one day someone's here, and, like, the other day they're not. Like, you know, I haven't really had to grapple with that fact much, but, like, you know, after sitting down and thinking about it, it's kind of fucking crazy. It is, like, you know, I didn't really think about it too much until, like, someone pointed it out. Until I saw someone point it out, I was like, yeah, death is kind of weird and, like... Though, anyway, probably best not to go on about that. So we went up to the funeral, we did, it was in a rural town. It was, a bit hot over there. Was, I don't know. I could probably get used to the heat, though, you know, I'm a bit sensitive to, like, that type of stuff, but, you know, I could probably get used to it after a while. You know, it wasn't that bad, so, we went down there, stayed at, like, a hotel or something, and, the drive was long, but, like, it was fine. Oh yeah, we also had to I got myself a tuxedo, and debatably debatably the only time I've ever looked fashionable was at my grandma's funeral. So, yep. That's a bit awkward. Like I was saying, so we go there and, Kyle, Samantha, and Samantha's boyfriend is there, which, I'm just given how this man treated this woman, agree with my grandma. I just don't think he really belongs there. Or in the family. You know, like, at the time I was cool with him, but like now I'm just like, So, you know, we talked a bit, it was a normal conversation, talked about watching Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which I actually did, like, I think the month before. After the funeral, which, we got back here and, I guess things sort of settled back down. He did, well, actually, Kyle came to live with us, because, he didn't have grandma to live with, and, I don't think he wanted to live with our other family over, like, up, down in Perth or something. So, yeah, so cut to now, which, for the first, like, year or, like, few months, it was fine, really, not much really happened that I'm aware of, though, it was getting a little concerning that, he was, 17 and hasn't really had a job yet. So, you know, something a little bit, a little concerning. You know, like, I mean, okay, sure, he still has time to, like, sort that out, right? So then we cut to when he's 18, which is back, I think sometime last year, if I remember correctly, which is when, he stole he stole over $1,000 from my dad's credit card to spend on fucking video game shit. I'm not fucking kidding you, man. Well, actually, it was like several thousand, actually. And he was like, oh, I didn't know your card was on the account, uncle, which, a lot of bullshit. I mean, like, if he thought it wasn't my dad's card, where the fuck do you think all the money was coming from, huh? Girl, like, listen, he does not have that money on his card, okay? 'Cause he does not work a fucking job a day in his life, okay? He is not on, like, the Centerlink or, like, anything, okay? So, little birdie. Anyway, I don't think there's, like, I think you can see the bird, wait, let me, bird, I think, yeah, little bird. Oh, fuck. I think my mom's friends with this bird. Anyway. Back to, the story. Gotta get the game. So, naturally, my dad's pissed. Like anyone would be in this situation. You know, so, after that debacle, which I stepped outside because of the yelling and that, after that debacle, he has a debt to pay. He still hasn't fucking paid it. I wish I were joking. So, you know, my dad gave him a talk about, son, you gotta find a job, okay? It's getting ridiculous. So, he's fucking 19 now. He's gonna be turning 20 this year. 20. Fucking 20. Okay? and he has never worked a fucking day in his life. Or, I don't know, maybe he did when he was like 15 or something, but I don't know, he probably didn't, okay? And since then, he hasn't fucking cleaned his room. Like, okay, you think if he spends all his days in his room that he'd at least keep the place fucking clean, right? He doesn't. It smells fucking awful. Like, okay, if this camera had a nose, I would be outside his door right now. Okay? Just being entirely honest with you guys, because you'd really, like, the ones of you that could probably relate to this probably understand what I'm talking about, but, like, it's kind of like smelling the garbage bin, if you've done that. If you haven't, and if you want to know for some reason, just go sniff your garbage bin or something. That sounds a bit goofy, but, yeah. So, I'm pretty sure there's probably a new fungi growing in there, probably. I don't know, I can't check myself, and I don't really want to, because, like, I might become, like, a fucking clicker from The Last of Us or something. If that happens. So, probably not a good idea, but I think my cousin's immune. I think Kyle's immune, because, I don't know, probably fucking got a layer of grease on his skin. And, like, my mom had to, like, bang on his door, like, I think 4 fucking times to get him to shower, which... This would be funny if this wasn't real, okay? Like I'd be laughing at this. Like, the fact that it's real, it just makes it depressing. Oh, you know, oh, yeah, what the fuck's really yelling? Okay, like I was saying, so, it's kind of a lot of back and forth for, like, the rest of last year. It was, like, Kyle, clean your room. Kyle, get a job, which he somehow finds a way to not every single time. And, like, around this time was also when Samantha started coming around. Like, I think she's come around with her boyfriend, like, twice. And, one time she said that, well, I want money to buy a car, but I don't want to work a job. But, like, I need the car to get around, because I don't want to walk around to get to a job, because I don't like walking, which I'm just like... Woman, you know, you kind of gotta start off shit. Okay, like, pretty much everyone, like, every adult I've heard talk about this says that you're gonna start off working shitty jobs. And, like, it's gonna be shit to start, because, unless you're a masochist and get pleasure from working at a convenience store, which I don't know why on earth you would, but, like, if you can enjoy it, more power to you. You know, my dad gave her and her boyfriend a step-by-step tutorial. Also, they talked about how, like, the drugs made getting jobs hard, which... You know, really would have helped to consider that back when you, decide to do this. You know? So, you know, a few irritable visits later, they stopped turning up because my dad just told her, unless you get your fucking shit together and stop doing those drugs, which I don't want you doing those drugs around my kid, me, you can fuck off unless you fix that up, which is perfectly fair, okay? And, well, I probably wouldn't be talking to you in such a bitter tone if that actually happened. So, obviously that didn't, or hasn't yet, probably never will. So, you know, more back and forth, really. This is also when I started going to school and that. So after that is, when Kyle gets a call from Samantha talking about how she needs some money because I don't know, she went broke doing drugs probably or some shit, and said that her half brother punched her in the face, which I know I shouldn't condone this, but like, I don't know, the thoughts crossed my mind a few times. Just saying, like, yeah, I don't condone violence, okay? Like, yeah, I don't condone it, like, you know, I don't condone it, okay? I just find anger understanding. Anyway, so, apart from that, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So, she basically begged Kyle for some money, which Kyle obviously got no money, so he went to beg my dad for money. And my dad told him she's just gonna keep sucking and sucking like a fucking leech. Okay, she's burned every bridge up until now, except that fucked up man she has. Ooh. Okay, for that fucked up man she has, I say you should just tell the fuck off. And he didn't. You know, he said, like, he would, like, turn it down, but then my mom heard him fucking 3 in the morning talking to her on the fucking phone. And I think my dad talked with him more. Not sure what happened then, but, now we're here. Which, I mean, if anything sizable happens, I'll probably make a part 2. Just for the sake of venting out my frustrations of how honestly ridiculous this is. Hope you enjoyed, my family drama or whatever. This, story time, So, pretty sure it's Monday today, which is the 2nd of March. So, you're probably gonna watch this after school if you're in the same time zone as me. Or if you go to the same school as me, which, probably not. I guess you also have a day off, which, regardless, hope you had a great weekend, and are able to have a great week, and, I mean, hey, if you ever feel bad about yourself, just know that you're not Kyle, okay? See ya.